Good evening, and thank you for joining me for day one of 12 Days of Blissness. This is an event that I put together really to walk you through a sensual healing journey through the chakras. We're going to start with the crown chakra each day and go all the way down to the root. And the goal of this mini series that I put together is really to help you develop your own daily yoni care practice. And so everything I do here is all about being holistic. That means physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, being connected in with what we're doing. And so for those of you who don't know me really quickly, my name is Dominique Danielle. I am the founder of Holistic Yoni Care, and this is a company I started in 2020, the most eventful year of our lives. And really, my mission is to educate, support, and to empower women to be able to heal themselves and let that ripple out into the world so that we can all create a more fulfilling life. That's the goal. And so, a few of the videos I made earlier this year have been around using yoni eggs, which was very specific. But again, this is really about helping you to cultivate that daily practice because it's so important for us to have something that we're consistent with in our lives, because this helps us to stay centered, to stay grounded. And so what you can expect from me over the next 12 days, well, the next 11 days, is the first 7 days here, we're going to do a chakra activation. So tonight we're doing a crown chakra activation just in time for the Sagittarius new moon and solar eclipse tomorrow. And each day we're going to be activating another chakra, and we're going to go all the way down to the root. The last few days of this, the last 5 days, we're going to get into some deep work around setting boundaries, setting up your practice so that you can overcome any of those obstacles that pop up. When you're trying to start something new, there's always someone calls, there's a situation, or something pops up over here. And that's just kind of how life is. And so it's so important for us to have the foresight to know that things will come up. And so, how do we navigate? The bumps in the road along this journey of life, but stay focused on what it is that we're doing, not in a way to where we block other people out and we can't be of service to others, but to where there's always a balance and we never really lose sight of what our purpose is in the moment and beyond. So that's what we'll be doing. And before we get into tonight's activation, I want to really just introduce the topic. So again, we're doing sensual healing through the chakras, and starting with the crown chakra. The reason we're starting at the crown is because this is a portal. It's here in your cranium. And a chakra is an energy portal. It's where the energy of spirit really comes into our being, our aura, our body. And the crown chakra governs our sense of awareness, our sense of spiritual connection, our ability to even know that there is something beyond, something bigger, greater than us, our sense of being able to have a purpose or a connection to a greater expression of life. All of this is governed by the crown chakra. It's really big with the mind, intelligence, communication, not just communication here on the physical plane, but also spiritual communication. And so, if you think about how we all got here, I know we all have our own ideas, but I'll just share with you from my perspective. I believe that the life force comes from spirit. We go, descend down into this physical life. We go through all of these different experiences, and at some point we return back to that source, and it's a cycle that repeats. And as we go through this, we learn and pick up things on the way. And so rather than starting at the bottom, at the root chakra, and moving up, I think it's important to begin with awareness, to begin with opening up our awareness, not only of ourselves, of our surroundings, of what's going on in the world, how we're being led to move and change, because all of this is going to determine what your individual yoni care practice looks like. So I know this is highly philosophical. As I said, I'll get into some more actionable things the last 5 days of this, but really this is to set up for this new beginning, because no matter where you are in the world right now, each and every one of us is experiencing some type of ending and a new beginning in our life in a major way that's going to set us on a completely new path for a very long time. And so anytime we're beginning something new, it's important to get into alignment. And before we can get into alignment, we have to become aware of what is, of who we are, what we're here to do, and what it is we ultimately want to create, because this is going to guide our behaviors and our decisions. So when it comes to yoni care, to our ability to care for ourselves, we need to know why. Where is this all going? Because everyone's journey is different. Things that you encounter, health issues that you may encounter, emotional, all of it's different. And so being aware will allow us to have that sense of inner guidance and stability no matter where we are. So beginning with the crown is really just getting clear on, this is really just to get clear. Clarity is the word of the day. If I had to think of one word to describe the crown chakra, it would be clarity. And so as we move through this exercise, I want you to start thinking about, where are you right now in your life? Reflect over this past year, all the things that you have learned about yourself, all of your beliefs, your principles, the things that you thought you knew coming into this year, what you learned you didn't know, and what you had to unlearn to make space for where the life force has been guiding you. Taking all this into account is so important. And how has your journey of health been this year? How has your self care been this year? Have you been very busy and maybe let some things slip by the wayside? This is not a time to judge ourselves, but this is important to really just begin to understand where we are right now in this very moment. And this is also going to help us to move into what it is that we need to accept to move forward. So, thinking of all that you've learned this year, all that's brought you to now, I want you to really focus over these next several minutes on what is calling you forward at this point. Is there a certain direction that you feel led in? Are there reasons that you're telling yourself that you may or may not be able to move in that direction? I want you to just take a panoramic of your life at the moment. And by doing this, we can get really clear on what things are working right now, what's not working, what have we maybe not been looking at that is calling to our attention. One of the most important things to keep in mind when it comes to working with energy is that everything that's manifested in our physical lives is a ripple, an effect of what's going on in the energetic, in the spiritual plane. And so going back to this idea of the crown chakra, the life impulse, that initial spark, that idea that will manifest later into who and what we are, comes in through the crown from spirit. And then it goes and descends down through all the other chakras, touching into our emotions that color our experiences and our understanding of what's happening, our ability to communicate and speak our truth honestly, our ability to relate to one another and to form relationships and be able to have empathy, to understand not just our own experiences, but the experiences of others, our ability to have courage to stand up for what it is that we believe in, our ability to feel and to be able to connect intimately with people and to create, and then all the way down to our stability, our physical survival. This is the journey of the life force. And so that's why we're doing the crown chakra activation force, because because that way, as you move forward, you can start from a place of awareness, tuning in, and then we'll move into some alignment, being able to really turn on to your desires, your passions, your pleasure, and use that as a guiding force for where it is that you want to make changes and how you want to cultivate your yoni care practice. Then we'll be moving into how to really take over, take back your power. If you feel like there have been people in your life, there have been circumstances in your life that have made you feel small or have made you feel like you had to put yourself or your goals and dreams on a shelf. All of this ties into our yoni care, because the yoni is a space where we carry all of our memories, all of our experiences, and our sense of core identity. And eventually, not eventually, afterwards, so the tune in, turn on, take over, and then we're going to turn up. We're going to take this information that we have, put it into action, take inspired action so that we can make steps towards our best and greatest and most vibrant, juicy self. So that's the journey we're going to take. Um, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the crown chakra activation at this point. So this is a guided meditation to take you on a journey deep into yourself. The point of the crown chakra activation is to open this portal, open up your awareness to all that you are. You know, this world keeps us so busy, so distracted that there are so many different aspects to who and what we are that sometimes we lose sight of that. We never even get in touch with it. There are people that go their whole life and don't know things about themselves, things that could have brought more freedom and fulfillment into their lives. And so this is a beautiful opportunity, no matter how much chaos is going on out in the world, even maybe in your own household at this time. This is an opportunity right now for us to connect in with ourselves and say, okay, this is what's going on, and how am I choosing to show up going forward? How can I do that in the most authentic, but the most powerful and compassionate, self compassionate, and loving way so that life becomes more meaningful and so that life becomes more fulfilling and so that I can not just give out my energy, but also be able to receive and create a more beautiful and harmonious experience in every aspect of life that I touch. So, this is a time for you. If you want to find a comfortable place, you can just listen to my voice. You don't per se have to stare at the screen. You can if you want. But we're going to go through a guided meditation. It's going to take about maybe 10 minutes or so. There's nothing really you have to do at this point, but just relax. So at this time, just find a comfortable place and allow yourself to relax. Over the next few minutes, we'll be doing a crown chakra activation, and it is my honor and pleasure to serve as your guide along this journey. This meditation was created to help you to consciously connect with the highest expression of yourself for greater awareness of truth, alignment with your purpose, and confidence in your inner guidance. So again, let's begin by finding a comfortable position, either seated or lying down with your palms facing up, and allow your eyes to gently close or fade into a soft gaze. Focus on your breath. Breathe in slowly and deeply through the nose, allowing your belly to fully expand. Holding the breath at the top, and exhale fully through your open mouth, allowing any tension in your neck and shoulders to simply melt away. Let's take in another deep breath, a deep cleansing breath, allowing the air to swirl down deeper as your belly rises again, holding the breath at the top. And slowly exhale through your mouth, relaxing your bottom jaw. You might feel your body become slightly heavier as you sink deeper into the support of the surface beneath you. And as you prepare for your next relaxing breath, just imagine the air as a golden stream of light. Breathe in deeply, allowing your belly to rise. Hold the breath at the top as the golden light expands within you, cleansing, healing. Now gently release the air through your mouth, allowing the light to carry away any thoughts or any feelings that aren't serving you. Continue breathing at your normal pace, becoming even more relaxed. Not minding any thoughts, simply noticing them and returning to the breath. Now bring your awareness to the heart. Feel the pulsing rhythm of life generated in every beat. And now slowly take in another breath. Imagine a white light begins to emanate from your heart, filling your chest, surrounding the heart with divine love and protection. And as you exhale, see that light flow down into your belly, and then down your legs, and out through the soles of your feet, like a cord of light rooting itself deep within the earth. Relax and just breathe at your normal pace, taking in the earth's nourishment through this cord on the inhale, and releasing any doubts, any fears back into the earth as you exhale. Breathe into a state of gratitude for your connection to the earth, ever sustaining, ever nourishing you. Know that you are rooted, grounded, safe, and secure. Now gently return your awareness to the heart, slowly taking in another deep breath as white light again flows from your heart throughout your chest, surrounding your heart with divine love and protection. This time on the exhale, see the light rise up through your neck, third eye, and out the top of your head, reaching towards the sky like branches of a luminous tree. Return your focus to the breath, breathing in at your normal pace. On each exhale, receiving more light through your crown, and then breathing it back into the cosmos with each exhale. Relax into a state of gratitude for your divine connection to infinite wisdom. And as you continue to focus on the breath, allow the following ideas to take root deep within your mind. I recognize the voice of my inner guidance. I listen effectively, and I express myself. I trust in my ability to make fully aligned decisions that support my health and happiness. I now have everything I need to take inspired action towards my purpose. And continue to breathe in this beautiful state of gratitude, peace, and deep relaxation. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes and know that you are deeply loved, whole, perfect, and complete. Namaste. So that concludes our Crown Chakra activation. And I hope that you found this useful. So tomorrow I will be back here at 8 p.m. We're going to do a third eye activation, and we'll continue that way up until we complete all the chakras and then move into some empowering information about how to set up your own daily yoni care practice. So I wish you all the best. I hope you get a very beautiful and peaceful night's sleep, and just continue thinking and being open to what your awareness is leading you to focus on at this time. Peace and blessings.